Hi guys, it's Chris here from Some Bloke Who Travels a Lot, and today I am stood in the private garden of the Mercure Hyde Park Hotel, London. One of my hidden gems and a favourite hotel when I stay in London. If you watch my channel, you'll know I have a passion for hotels, but also for flying and aviation. And this hotel is walking distance to Hyde Park, and it's incredibly also walking distance to the Heathrow Express, which makes it the perfect hotel if you only have a day or two in London between flights. As you can see, the hotel has a frontage and tranquility that matches some of the most exclusive addresses in London. It seems odd to see the sign Mercure. Inside, you'll still have the feeling of an exclusive London address, which certainly has plenty of history. Now, I always seem to be dining out when I'm in London, and every time I've stayed here, it's normally an early start to get to Heathrow. So I have yet to dine in the hotel. I've had a few drinks in the Cosy Nook bar. I found the service there and at reception excellent, so I'll be sure this quality will be consistent through the dining. But as you're walking distance to hundreds of London restaurants and the hotel's own brasserie on site, you're not going to go hungry. Let's explore my standard double room on the 4th floor. As I mentioned, I've stayed here before a few times, and on one visit I was in a suite. Now, if budget allows and the hotel's algorithm is playing ball, then I would suggest the upgrade to the suite. Beautiful rooms, and they have a balcony looking over the private gardens. Wonderful stay. Now, talking of the hotel's algorithm, if you want the best price, book direct on the hotel's website. There's a link on the screen now, one in the description, and if you're watching on a television, there's a QR code will appear on the screen at the end of the room tour. As you would expect from a modern room, there's no piece of paper to hang on your door. It's the push of a button whether you want do not disturb or room cleaning. Card required for the air conditioning. Standard double lock and spy hole on the door. And yes, modern room, I've got all my PowerPoints, and again, as this is a great hotel, if you are on a stopover, there's international plug socket on the desk and 2 British plug sockets on either side of the bed, but on the desk there is that international plug socket, so if you've forgotten your charger and you're not coming from the United Kingdom, then you have some electricity. So the bed's absolutely gorgeous. It is a core standard, and yeah, it's to me this is much higher than Mercure standard. I wouldn't be surprised to see a rebranding, because I do think this is up above and beyond. I've stayed in some wonderful Mercure hotels. I've stayed in some what I would almost describe as budget hotels that have the Mercure brand, but this is. It's not Sofitel, but the suites are. The suites are M Gallery standard. But the standard rooms, as you see, have that more basic feel to them. But you're paying that more basic price. And as you can see that door there, you have the concierge connecting door. There isn't a concierge, but reception will do everything for you. As I said, you've got the international plug socket there, you've got USBs, and of course you've got standard UK plugs in the room. So all in all, you have got everything you need to do a bit of work, but also, as I said, coming in transit, and again, I'll show you at the end of the video how quick it is to get to the Heathrow Express, and it's a beautiful walk to wander through Hyde Park, and it's a different Hyde Park, because most people perceive Hyde Park as what you see on the telly, which is Hyde Park Corner, and the hotels like the Dorchester and the Lanesborough. And that side of Hyde Park. Hyde Park is massive. This is the top end of Hyde Park, where we walk through the North Gate and go in through seeing the Peter Pan statue. It's also the closest gate to see the Princess Diana Memorial. on this visit, in fact, I had a really, really pleasant walk. Walked right the way through Hyde Park and finished up in Knightsbridge and went for tea and cake at Harrods and a glass of champagne, which was very, very nice. Anyway, back to the room. We've got a firmly secure safety deposit box. As you saw, we've got the fridge. You don't seem to see minibars in Mercures, but you do get fridges, which is handy. If you were staying for a couple of days, you've got a family, you've got the fridge there. And yeah, it's a great room. Families, yes, there are family rooms in this hotel. There are also connecting rooms. So you've got the best of both worlds. Internet, as I said, modern hotel. I'll put the internet up on the screen now. That was super fast. At times it was over 100 meg. So I was very pleased with that. Dressing gowns, ironing board, extra pillows. We've got it all in this room. Well, I hope you're enjoying the video. I hope this is a good guide to what I believe is a truly great hotel. Not great as in Dorchester or the Ritz, but great as in it covers so many bases. You know, you can get to and from Heathrow quickly. You can get into central London quickly. You are in central London, in fact. The tube stop is just around the corner. So if it has been useful, I'm going to ask you a favour. Can you press the like button? And if you'd like to see more of my hotel reviews, more of my travels, you might like to consider subscribing. And now I'm going to ask you for a favour that you've probably never been asked before on a YouTube video. As I mentioned earlier, I'm putting a QR code which will take you directly to the hotel. Now basically all you need to do is point your phone camera, put your camera on, put your phone, point it at the screen, whether you're watching on the television or you're watching on a computer, and then that should take you by link. I've tested it, does work. I've tested it on my system, and what I'm asking you to do is, could you test it on your system? So the link's coming up in about a minute at the end of looking around the bathroom, which, as you would expect, absolutely spotless. Mercure smellies. We have this marbled glass effect at the back. Marbled glass effect? Yeah, not sure about that. Yeah, immaculate. We'll do our normal toilet test, and that sounds terrible, doesn't it? Normal toilet test. But yes, it's immaculate. It passes with flying, shiny brightness. Fluffy towels. Yeah, again, everything seems that level above. Yeah, very, very impressed. I guess you can tell that. Anyway, get your phone out now. Get your camera on, because once we've had a mooch around the shower, which of course has rainfall, has an attachment, and the sink's worth looking at, because if you're coming to London to visit London and you're looking for a guide of all the iconic landmarks to see in London, where better to look than in your bathroom on the sink? So here's your tour guide. You need St Paul's Cathedral, you need to do the London Eye. You don't need to do the London Mayor's Office. You might want to go to Canary Wharf. You've got to see Big Ben. That's just been refurbished. Bridges of London. You've got to go and see Trafalgar Square. You're not coming to London and not going to Trafalgar Square. So there's your guide. It's on the sink in the bathroom. Anyway, that QR code is on the screen now. Point your camera at it, and please let me know in the comments if it worked for you and if it took you to the Mercure website. Thanks very much for that. And now, let me show you how to get from the hotel to Paddington Station, the Heathrow Express, without following Google. Really is very simple and has drastically improved the location of this hotel, because 6 minutes on Google is really about 10 or 12. Basically, from the hotel lobby, you just walk through the brasserie, and as you can see on the map, walking through the brasserie cuts you right across into London Street, and you come out on London Street Brasserie, which is the hotel's brasserie. And from come out of London Brasserie Street, turn left and just walk 2 minutes to Paddington Station. And getting down to Hyde Park's even easier. You walk out of the Talbot Street Garden, and the Talbot Street Garden, you turn left, you come down here. As you can see, that's Lancaster Gate, that's your closest tube station, or Paddington's your closest tube station. And then you enter the gate, the North Gate of Hyde Park, and explore what is often a different side for most people of Hyde Park. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. please give it a like if you have. And if you found it useful, give it a like. And if it's somewhere in between, I'd really appreciate a like. And if you'd like to see more of my hotel videos, more of my travels around the world, then please consider subscribing. It is, of course, free, and you would be most welcome. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and happy travels.